everyone. I hope you were able to catch my last blog for those of you who are interested in buying a home on what things you could be doing in 2018 to purchase. So, in light of the new year and those who maybe are not in the market to buy, but rather interested in learning about what their home may be worth or whether or not it's a good time to sell. So, I have done that research on your behalf so that you don't have to spend your countless hours trying to figure out whether or not this is a great time. So I hope you'll enjoy just a couple of notes around why it's a good time to buy, what parts of this year, why it's a good time to sell, what parts of this year would bring more revenue to you as a seller, and just some of the ways that the market is working right now to be a seller's market. So with that said, one of the first things I wanted to share with you is that historically, the time frame of March to June is usually a really great time to sell your home. In fact, I think there's a day in May where you see the most activity around people going under contract. Now, with that said, we have had historically low inventory for quite some time now here in Arizona. And so what we're finding is that now is a really great time to sell your home. And really, in a lot of instances in other markets, the weather is a reason that folks are not looking to buy. They maybe don't want to move when it's snowing or very cold, and that can be an inconvenience to them. And so what's different here in Arizona is that we are experiencing 70-degree weather, and so you do see more buyers out in the marketplace right now looking for inventory. So with that said, the supply is very, very low right now, giving sellers an upper hand in terms of perhaps getting highest offer on their home or maybe even getting into bidding wars and things like that. So keeping that in mind, that when inventory is low, that's going to create a market where people get more for their home in some instances, simply because the competition is out there. Another really important thing to think about is interest rates. Now, of course, you think, well, I'm a seller. How would an interest rate affect me? Well, ultimately, when you have a lower interest rate, that's going to attract more buyers into the marketplace. And so what we do know is that we will see a slight increase in the interest rate by the end of this year. I think we're looking to probably end the year at about a 4.6 is what folks are predicting, whereas now we're at about a 4% interest rate. So with that said, you have more buyers in the marketplace chasing that lower interest rate. And again, as a seller, that increases your likelihood of getting top dollar for your home. Another thing to think about is people, they hold off sometimes because they want to do renovations on their home. They feel like, oh, well, if I have another year to do renovations, then I will be in a better place to sell later. And in this market, we're not finding that that is beneficial. So what I mean by that is that if you are looking to renovate, you're likely paying that 100% cost, and you're not going to see 100% return on the renovations because we're just seeing the buyers being okay with some cosmetic updates needing to be done on the homes. And so definitely don't delay because of that reason. It's just not really being seen to be beneficial for folks today. And then lastly, if you are going to sell and you have taken heart what I've said today, then you really just want to focus on things like your curb appeal, decluttering your home, maybe a fresh coat of paint, and things like that. So if you ever have any questions around selling your home today in this market, please feel free to call me. I'm happy to give you a free valuation estimate and really think through whether or not this is a great time for you. So I hope you all enjoyed my blog. Hope to see you guys back soon. Thanks.